Hey everybody, my name is Richard Deane. I'm the acting principal horn of the New York Philharmonic, and we'd like to thank you for joining us on the New York Philharmonic's 30-day practice challenge. Today we'd like to talk a little bit about technique on wind and brass instruments. So I don't know about you, but with the fall coming, I'm excited to get back to a really normal practice routine, maybe a little more practicing going on. It's going to be great. So let's talk today about 3 things, wind and brass technique, that can really help you as you go through and start to practice more and get back into shape for the fall. First thing we need to talk about is attacks. That's the beginning of the note. And what's the most important thing about attacks? Timing. Timing is super important. So what we need to do is set up a rhythm in our head before we make the attack every single time. You can do this in the practice room. You can do it when you're in your ensemble. Obviously, we won't have ensembles for a little while, but we can definitely hone on this technique in the practice room, and then when we get back to playing with other people, it'll be great. So the idea is to think a rhythm in your head before you start. So we think 1, 2, breathing, setting, releasing, all very precisely in rhythm. The idea is to tell your body where to put that note. Okay, that's attacks. Next thing, flexibility. We want to add some flexibility studies. And what that basically means is just going from one note to another. A scale is a flexibility study. But usually when we are referring to flexibility studies, we're talking about intervals that are larger than the notes right next to each other. So add some flexibility studies. On horn, we do it on natural harmonics. That means no valves, and that can really be helpful for developing your airstream as well as how the lips set on the mouthpiece. Okay, and the third thing, sound quality. Really important. What I can say to wind and brass players, especially young ones in middle school and high school, don't squeeze the inside of your mouth too much. In other words, don't make the shape too small. Make it as large as you can for any given note. So if I don't know if you can hear this on the video, but if I play with a really small cavity on the inside of my mouth, no, that's super small. It sounds terrible. But open that up, some strength in the face. Again, we're talking about the inside of the mouth, the shape that's produced between the tongue and the roof of your mouth. So 3 ideas you can think about as you go through, start to practice again for school or whatnot. And we'd like to thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to post every day using the hashtag #practice30. And until next time, we'll see you soon.